5-minute mom. I'm having trouble with my recording a video on my phone, but I wanted to show you this. I'm going to make it really fast. So homeschooling, I mentioned before in one of my other videos, I have to be organized, even though I'm not naturally an organized kind of person. I never really have been. I always had a super messy room. I always had a super messy desk and locker and car, and every place where I could pile, I would pile. I can't do that and teach 5 kids, or, teach a few older kids and have younger kids running around. So I will go crazy, and they will learn that mom is crazy that year for homeschooling. So anyway, I had to learn to be organized. So this is my organization. I hope you find something that works for you. I'm just sitting on the floor in the corner where our little homeschool corner is. And these are here's my file box. This is my older kids. So it's actually a really nice file box. It opens on this side and it opens on the other end too. So these are my lessons, and I have a folder for each week. And I have my master copies in here for all of my subjects for that day. So here's how it goes. I have my master subjects for all 170 days. It extends back into here. And then I make 2 weeks worth of copies at a time. So I just take out my masters, make copies, put them all back in together. And there's my work for my 8 and 10-year-olds. And I do 2 weeks at a time, just because it's easier than photocopying the whole year, and I'd probably destroy my copier. It would explode with all the copies. And then the other thing is, if we don't get to something that day, I leave the master in the folder. And then this is week 1, so this is all the masters from work that we've already covered. And I just move whatever to the next, I look ahead through the folders and I say, okay, I'm going to move this. It's usually science or history. I'm going to move it back a day or 2. And, to when there's a lighter day. And we'll get to it then. So that's how that works. So I just move the lesson back, and I'm really flexible with it, and we make it work. So, and I figure at the end of the summer, or at the end when we're done with our 170 lessons, we might just have a week or 2 that we're finishing up our history and science. I'm okay with that. Those are classes that my kids like. So the other side of this binder, or this this file box, I'm going to take the lid off. If I flipped it around, you could see I have it labeled for the months of the year. And so on the other side, I have all of our fun activities, all of our feast days, different photocopies and information for saints, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Advent, Lent, Easter, anything fun that we're doing that's like a craft or learning about something related to calendar stuff or seasonal stuff. It's on the other side. So, and that's stuff that we all do as a family. So, so that's it. And then again, if you missed the video, I will show you my other fancy tub here. So this is, I think it's like a shoe box or something, a big shoe or sweater box that would go under a bed, but we use it. So here is my pre-K kindergarten folder or binder, and it has all of my copies for the first half of the year. And here's where we are, right here, where this little paper clip is. So I have it all ready to go. I have my master copy and my copies for my 5-year-old and 3-year-old. And so every day I just take it out, take out their copies, put them in their folder, and that's what we do. So that's how we roll. I have to have it organized, like I said, or I just would not get anything done. So that's homeschooling here. I hope you're doing well. It's always good to be willing to reevaluate. Funny story, I was talking to a homeschool friend of mine recently, and we both realized that we had done the same thing, that we had kind of maybe out of feeling a little out of control with COVID and everything that was happening, we kind of went overboard with school, with homeschool and our plans and our expectations, and like over the top with time consuming stuff. So we, so we both kind of were laughing about that and how we had to rethink it when our kids were like melting down about the amount of time we were expecting them to be in school and do things that we didn't usually do. I think it's good for kids to understand that sometimes you have to reevaluate and say, well, mommy spent a lot of money on this curriculum and you may not like it or the amount of time that it takes, but we're still going to do it. We're just going to figure out a way to do it where it doesn't drive everyone bonkers. So I hope you're doing well with homeschooling. God bless you. Good measure, packed down and flowing over.